voices, which just makes it so much easier to focus. I can now listen twice as fast as I can read, and my eyes don't get strained, especially if I'm working late at night. And with one click, I can send whatever I'm reading to my phone so I can listen to it on the go.
Use Speechify for free on Google Chrome so you can spend less time reading and more time doing what you love.
Alright, chat, I'm back. Guys,
And Buckeye. Take shelter now. You're under a tornado warning in Clay, Dickinson, and Geary counties in Kansas. This is a dangerous storm.
A bit to talk about since I'm back. Make sure everything's
with many different places in the path, including the Pleasant View School and the Milford State Park campground. So there's a lot of campgrounds, RV parks, and stuff around the lake. Hopefully everybody out there is able to get to a more sturdy shelter. You don't want to be in an RV in the middle of a tornado warning, okay? As per the fire department, it seems like the rotation has weakened a little bit. But like we still think that this is capable of trying to produce a tornado here as it comes up into Geary counties, Geary and Dickinson.
rid of that. So make sure to type in the chat if y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns, and I will answer them here on stream. Okay, so we got a good amount to talk about. We got some three tornado warnings. So this first one is in Galt and Genzo, Kansas, I believe. Yeah, Kansas. And this is for radar indicated and $50 sized hail. So as you can see, you can very much see the rotation rate in here near Frederick and Ginzo. Probably pronouncing that wrong. It's crossing Road 14 or Highway 14. Okay, so let's go to the second tornado warning. Oh my god, get that out of the way. This is in... Whoa, what the world just happened? This is in Kansas as well for tornado and 2-inch hail. As you can see, the rotation is right here. It was more defined, now it's more broad, but it's a little bit contaminated. But yeah, well, hold up, let me see something real quick. Yeah, since the hail is very high, so 2-inch in diameter plus hail, if that is actually happening, I don't believe a tornado would likely happen. But still take this tornado warning very seriously, like any other tornado warning, because this storm is capable of producing a tornado if it really wanted to. Let's see this, and then this is the severe thunderstorm warning right behind it for 2-inch hail and 70 miles per hour wind gusts, a considerable thunderstorm, severe thunderstorm, almost destructive. And then the other tornado warning is for Salina, Kansas as well. Brooksville, Marquette, Langley, please take shelter immediately. And that is for the same storm right here that I was talking about in Genzo, with some pretty decent reflectivity on there. I would not be surprised if it did drop a tornado any second. This is just a continuation of that tornado warning. And let's see. Nor can I tell if It's probably contaminated with, yeah, a lot of hail. Is it just quarter size? Oh, golf ball size, yeah. So there's hail being contaminated with the correlation coefficient, so I'm not exactly sure. If there is a tornado ground, it'll be a bit more difficult to define, since the correlation coefficient, when the numbers drop, they indicate large hail as well. But for tornadoes, you look for it. It shows if there's debris in the atmosphere that's being lofted into the atmosphere from a potential possible tornado. Okay, where else? That's pretty much it right there. So let's go to the severe thunderstorm warnings. This is for ping pong size hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts in central Nebraska, slamming St. Paul and cursing, and about to slam Palmer, Nebraska, with ping pong size hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. A very strong destructive storm. And there's gonna be another one right behind it that's gonna slam y'all. That isn't severe warned right now, which I don't understand why. I disagree with that, but they'll probably extend a new severe thunderstorm warning here very soon for this cell right here. And then another one behind of it, which is looking less impressive, so that's why they have a special weather statement, probably for like small hail or something. Okay, less hail's not big enough for it to be considered a severe thunderstorm. Let's go to a few other ones. That is bound to expire. Here's another one near Wakefield, Kansas, slamming Longford, Manchester, Oak Hill, Kansas, with 2-inch hail and 70 miles per hour wind gusts. Almost a destructive severe storm, or right on the verge. It might be considered. Let me check real quick. Might be considered severe. Let me try to find it real quick. Yeah, it's not considered destructive. Make sure that's the right area. Yeah, it is. It's almost considered destructive, but it's not. But either way, please take these severe storms seriously. And this evening, if you live anywhere within the severe thunderstorm watch, anywhere in Nebraska, these few counties in Iowa, a few counties in Missouri, and especially Kansas this evening. And this severe storm right here near Fairbury, Nebraska, this is on the border of Kansas and Nebraska, that is producing 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So please get into a house or some type of building to avoid the hail and the wind. And this expires in 23 minutes. Yeah, it's a very broad rotation, large area of rotation, broad rotation, so it's not so just a severe, typical severe storm. This one near Omaha. Severe thunderstorm near Rogers, Linwood, about to hit North Bend, Nebraska. This is west of Omaha. in Fairmont. And this is for 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. A little bit of contamination in there, but that's likely. Okay, so we covered every single storm. Okay, let me make sure. It's a lot of storms. How many of these? Oh, why did it do that? Oh, heck no. I'm sorry, I don't know why it flipped out for absolutely no reason. Okay. Okay, make sure I'm not missing any warnings from the National Weather Service or Storm Prediction Center. Okay. I covered all of it. Okay, let me make sure. The thing I don't understand is April Fool's pranks and stuff about severe weather and stuff isn't funny. Like if this doesn't flip out again. Like for example, this. For example, this guy posted on X and was like, oh, SPC Outlook Day 3 leaked, and it's like high risk for severe weather in New York City. Like, really, dude? Like, really? Like, that's not funny. Like, ha ha ha, April Fools, whatever, but like, don't do that. You're gonna cause anxiety and worry when it's like fake bullcrap that someone made up. Don't believe the lies. Always trust your local weather station, the National Weather Service, most importantly. Not ding-dongs on Twitter or TikTok who just come up with bull crap, acting like they know what they're talking about when they're not, causing all anxiety and fear in people. It's not funny. And it irritates me when people do that just for clicks and views for like no reason. Alright, so let's see. They issued a new severe thunderstorm warning and right here it's about to move into, oh, this is Nebraska. So this is a newer one for St. Paul again. Let's see real quick. For ping pong size hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts once again. Okay. So one in. Okay, here's the other new one. Here's Fort Scott. Yeah, Fort Scott. Sorry, I'm trying to move around here a little bit. Yeah, Fort Scott, Missouri, excuse me, Uniontown. It's a severe thunderstorm warning for up to half dollar size hail. So please take shelter immediately. Or not like a tornado warning, but at least in some type of building or somewhere to avoid the hail, that is. It's in a radar hole, so it's like in between like two different radars, which is very bad. because it's not highly accurate because it's in a radar hole, but this is all the information we have right now. Okay. Sure there isn't any newer stuff. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so they did also issue a new tornado warning that was extended for the Wakefield, Kansas tornado warning, and now is in Milford. So please take shelter immediately if you are in those areas. Yep. Make sure there wasn't anyone else. No new severe thunderstorm warning, which is good. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Okay, so this is for in Kansas again, for the same areas with that tornado warning, and for Wakefield, but this is a severe thunderstorm warning for Leonardoville, I pronounced that wrong, Riley, Keats, Longford, for golf ball size hail and 70 miles per hour wind gusts. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Might as well go to that Wakefield storm, which is right here, with the small area of it being tornado warned, and then the majority of it severe thunderstorm warned for the ping pong golf ball size hail, and 7 miles per hour wind gusts. And then the tornado warned part of the storm is right here, so the rotation, if there is any tornado, would be right here. My lord, if y'all can see it. It'd be right here. Just need to get out of the darn way. Okay, so if you're new to the stream, I'm doing a live severe weather coverage this evening for Nebraska and Kansas and Missouri and Iowa this evening, as there's active several active severe storms and 2 active tornado warned storms. We just talked about the Wakefield one, so let's go back to the this other tornado warning near Salina, Kansas. Probably mispronounced that. This warning's for Langley, Marquette, Brookville. Half of these places I can't even pronounce. So please take shelter immediately if you are in these areas. There's a radar indicated rotation. And as you can clearly see right here, move this crap out of the way. Clearly see the rotation right here. That is right over Vangarno, Kansas. Oh my god. There we go. Lord. If it decides to work today. Okay, so if you're in these areas, please take shelter immediately. Okay. I'm going to move areas real quick. Just give me a second. Okay. I'm turning the webcam off for real quick, just to move areas real quick. Make sure everything's set. Okay. Make sure to also comment in the chat if y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns that y'all may have. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay. Stand up for a little bit. Okay, so this one's looking a little interesting. Let's go back up to not that one. This is Missouri. Yeah, okay, so let's go back to the storm in Missouri. This is near Fort Scott, Mapletown. Just for reference, this is Missouri, and this is Kansas right here. It's right on the border, or near the border, excuse me, for $0.5 sized hail indicated by radar. Why is crap falling down? Oh my lord. Just sit still, please. Good lord. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss any warnings. Okay, I didn't. Okay. Because I try to get dang, Jordan Hall's thing's screwed. I don't know why it does that. That's irritating. Okay. Come on, don't be doing that right now. Okay. Yeah, Jordan Hall's car is screwed. Going to Memphis tomorrow, his windshield is so messed up because of the hail. I feel so bad for him, but it happens all the time. That's Jordan Hall for y'all. He's a good storm chaser, by the way. Bruh, he let he got what he wanted. That's all I know. Okay, let's go back to radar. Oh my lord. What in the world? Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's go back to that storm near Omaha. It's actually going to pass just north of Omaha, Nebraska, near Fairmount, New Bend, and good lord. It is moving in this general direction, so it'll move into Iowa pretty soon. Yeah, Iowa. Yeah, Iowa. Okay, gosh. I was like, where am I at? Okay. And this is for 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's better. Okay, so let's go back to this tornado warning near Wakefield, Kansas. So this is a strong thunderstorm, severe thunderstorm that is potentially producing, in general, the main storm producing 70 miles per hour wind gusts and golf ball size hail, but the southern part of the storm is tornado warning still. Expires in 6 minutes, but the rotation looks a lot weaker. Well, it's a bit contaminated, but the rotation is just weird because there's strong velocities here, but then it's just broad rotation, and that's probably just because of the hail, because usually it's rare to have a tornado and massive and a large hail, excuse me, at the same time. It usually never happens. It's rare, but it happens. So if you're not tornado warned, please take shelter still. You still have 6 minutes for that until that warning expires. And even if they extend the warning out, which could happen or could not happen depending on their opinion, please either way get in a safe spot, because this has some destructive hail in it and some strong winds. You should be in the house anyway, unless you work late, but anyway. Okay, let's go down to this tornado warning down near Brookville. That is looking quite interesting. It's still radar indicated. Has some rotation on it still. It's broad, well, not broad, but it's keeping up with his rotation though. It's still technically a rotation, so that's why they have that tornado warning still. Okay. And if y'all have any questions in the chat, make sure to comment them below, and I'll freely answer them for you. Free of charge. No, you don't have to pay nothing, don't have to do nothing. Just feel free to ask, and I'll freely answer it for you without hesitation. Okay, so let's go to these severe storms in Nebraska, near Hammer and Howard City, Farewell, St. Paul, Palmer, near Central City in north of Grand Island, Nebraska. Monster hailers out here. 6 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Yeah, this is a big hailer near Howard City. It's getting hammered with some large hail. It might upgrade to severe thunderstorm warning for larger hail, probably $50, probably at least. Minimum, because that's some high values on there. And you can obviously see it, if I move this out the way, obviously see it right here. The heaviest of the hail is right with the darker colors. And then the severe storm near, that was severe. Now they just put a special weather statement for it for probably like small, like pea-sized hail or something. What did I hit? Oh. There we go, my bad. Oh, just strong gusts, nickel-sized hail, and gusts up to 50 to 55. So a strong thunderstorm, but not at the severe criteria. Okay, so there's a new severe thunderstorm warning for Fort Scott. Yeah, Fort Scott in the county just right next to the border of Missouri, near Fort Scott, like I said, and all these areas. And this is for quarter size hail again. $half size hail, so the upgraded threat for that warning. So $half size hail is possible in Uniontown getting slammed. So Redfield, Marymount, Fort Scott, Filton, Mapleton, please get in a house or some building, because $half size hail is possibly going to slam your area. Okay. Sure I'm not missing any place. Oh yeah, might as well do this real quick. I also do want to mention the severe threat for tomorrow. Since I knocked out most of the storm, there's a lot going on, but I'll try to fill in for it right now. Okay, so this is the severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center for tomorrow, and it's looking pretty nasty for a big, massive area. So if you're in orange or red, please, I beg you, please take it seriously tomorrow, especially in the red areas throughout Memphis, Tennessee, Evansville, Indiana, Clarksville, Tennessee, Jackson, Tennessee, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Southern Illinois, the Boot Hill of Missouri, northwestern slice of Mississippi, and that is all driven by the moderate risk, at least driven by a 15% risk of tornadoes. And that hatched area indicates violent tornadoes, EF2 to EF5 tornadoes, possibly. The environment for these areas is very supportive of these strong, violent tornadoes. Even in the yellow areas from Ohio all the way down to the Arklatex into eastern Texas. And even if you're in the brown area or green areas for the lower tornado chances, please take every tornado warning seriously. No ifs, ands, or buts, to protect you and property and others around you, to help potentially reduce injuries and deaths, since we already had too many as it is during our last one a few weeks ago. We don't need any more beautiful lives taken. And then also there's a massive wind threat as well. So if your hatched area, again in the black, in the red or yellow, you have the chances of hurricane force gusts or stronger. So 74 miles per hour or stronger in some severe storms, in the most intense severe storms, I should say. And this includes Memphis again, Chicago, Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Detroit, Milwaukee, Little Rock, Jackson, Bowling Green, a very, very massive area for these destructive winds tomorrow. And then even the hail threat's even worse. So like again, if you're in the yellow and the red with the black dashed lined area, you have the chance of golf ball, baseball, 2.5, 3 inch, even probably worst case scenario, 3.5, 4 inch hail possible. And this includes Dallas, Wichita Falls, Shreveport, Little Rock, Memphis again, Indianapolis, Chicago, Jefferson City, St. Louis. All this a massive, massive area with probably nearly nearly 100,000 people again, almost 100,000 people again, if not close. So please, I beg you, please take it seriously tomorrow, because this is a very nasty issue. Okay. And then, does it stop there? No, it does not. Thursday, there's a slight risk. Not as bad. No hatched region, which is good. But if you're in a slight risk, please be weather aware, because there's about almost 30 million people from West Virginia almost to Pittsburgh all the way to Dallas, Texas. And that's just a probabilistic outlook. There's not really, it's too far out technically to know if the tornado threat will be more than the hail threat or the wind threat. We do not know yet, but other than this is what we do know. And then day 4, already a massive risk for severe storms, and then day 5, rare risk again. And then they might even have a day 6 tomorrow. So a very rare active severe weather pattern. And then also in these areas right here are in a catastrophic PDS, particularly dangerous situation, flood watch, because 15 to 20 inches of rain are going to pound this general large area, which I personally haven't seen, and several older people are like, this is unheard of. Like, this is like a once in a generation catastrophic flooding event of proportions. And I'm not saying that to scare people or what have you, but it's very, 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 very serious. And you can see right here, this is actual forecast rainfall totals up to at least 15 inches. And even the watch, where's the, okay, where am I looking at? Okay, here we go. Here's the watch. A particularly dangerous situation will unfold generational, once in an unfold generational rainfall amounts across the deep south Wednesday into Saturday, resulting in catastrophic river, aerial, and flash flooding. That's a very, 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 very dark wording there. Very, very strong wording that you should not take lightly. So please, if you have time, please prepare now for that flooding. And if someone tells you to get out, because you'll be in a bad position if you don't get out, if they tell you to leave, if possible. Okay, so let's go back to the actual nowcasting of the active severe weather. We'll take it step at a time, talk about what's happening now, and deal with the stuff that's going to happen tomorrow, because this flooding and all the other severe weather starts tomorrow. So let's leave that tomorrow. Let's focus on what's going on right now. Okay, so this storm that is near Wakefield is still severe warned. It's looking more impressive on radar. Golf ball sized hail and 7 miles per hour wind gusts still for the warning. It looks more better on radar, but rotation wise is pretty weak. So Riley is getting pounded with baseball, golf ball size hail. So hopefully those people are in a house, in some type of building, not in a car, because your windshield's gonna be busted and gone if your car's not in a garage or covered up, because your car windshield's gonna be done for with that type of hail, unfortunately. If that is correct, which most likely it is. Okay. Make sure something real quick. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the severe storm near Omaha again. We're going to take one storm at a time. So this is the new severe thunderstorm warning for that same storm as it moves into parts of Iowa, as it begins to move into Iowa. Now these are parts of Nebraska still technically for Tacoma, Herman, and Blair for 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. So please get in a building or somewhere safe to avoid the hail and the winds. Not in a car, please, if possible. Okay. Let's go back to this other tornado warning near Salina, Kansas, and Brookville, and Fallon, and Solman. I'm probably mispronouncing this pretty badly, but whatever, the information is more important than pronouncing the areas correctly or not. Okay, so there's still rotation on here. It's impressive on the right side, but the left side, it's still something to watch. But they did add that tornado warning for these areas because of the rotation still there. Tornado and $50 size hail. Okay.
Info! Dave Dark.
Oh wow, this is from Marquette, Nebraska, the storm that I was talking about a little bit ago. If I can find it. Yeah, here we go. This is from Miles Nelson. A wall cloud at least. Looks like maybe even a funnel at least. This was near Marquette, Nebraska, the tornado warning storm that I was talking about like 15 minutes ago or something like that. So that's interesting.
High info!
Okay, so they just issued a PDS tornado warning. Oh Lord. Observed, okay. Now this is from Ryan Hall's stream. So this is a particularly dangerous situation. Observed a tornado warning. Weather spotters confirmed the tornado. This is for Ellsworth and Sline, Kansas, that I was just talking about a minute ago. It is considerable damage. So let's look at that real quick. Okay. Yep, for right here. It's hard to tell on here because it's probably hail being impacted by it. But weather spotters did confirm there is a large tornado on the ground. It's hard to tell if it's on the ground still because of the contamination of the large hail. But what we do know is that there is some rotation there. But thankfully it looks like it's weakening a little bit from what I can tell. But it's a little bit of a radar hole, so it might be a little sticky. But Either way, take this tornado warning very seriously because there is a tornado on the ground. So please, please do not wait to take shelter. Do not. Make sure to comment in the chat if y'all have any questions or comments or concerns. Okay. So please take it seriously. Wow, this is looking bad. Okay, so hold up. This is for tomorrow. And move my webcam. There you go. Okay. So this is the Triple HR model, a very good model for predicting severe weather. Excuse me, my bad. Okay. In this highlighted green area, some very strong tornadoes are likely. You can even see several supercellular features and multi-clusters. So this is going to be a very dangerous day tomorrow for these areas. Just want to mention it again. And this is PDS 20 warning is still in effect for these areas of Salna, Brookville, and Phantom, Kansas. So please, please, please take it seriously. Get to shelter immediately, because this is not a joke. Okay, so thankfully they reduced the tornado warning, thankfully, for that same area, thankfully, which is good. So now it's just a normal radar indicated tornado warning, but it did have a history of producing a tornado. So if you live in Mentor, Kip, New Columbia, Cambria, or Sonia, I'm probably mispronouncing these really badly, but if you're in these areas, please take it seriously, because this storm did produce a tornado short 15 minutes ago. So please, please, please take it seriously. Where is... okay. Alrighty. Where else? So those are the only tornado warnings right now. Okay, so it looks like they issued a new severe thunderstorm warning for this cell. That's in Kansas still. That's south of Topeka, Kansas, near east of Emporia. And it's probably for, not the watch, for probably like, yeah, course highs hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. And also feel free to comment any questions or comments or concerns you have in the chat, and I'll answer them. And also, if you're new, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates. And also, follow me on TikTok at NativeDudeAdam as well for even more updates, because I post even more on TikTok than YouTube. Okay, so let's go back to the storm severe storm north of Omaha. That is severe warned. That's going to move into Iowa near Little Sioux. And Logan, Missouri Valley, Moorhead. What's in Herman right now? Arizona, Nebraska, and Blair, Nebraska. So please get in a building or somewhere safe to avoid the hail and the winds. Let's go back to that tornado warning storm. Okay, it's looking nasty still. Okay, so the rotation is back. So if the rotation is there, it would be right here, right over the regional airport of Thalnia, Kansas, excuse me. Might be even a secondary rotation. Maybe not, or I don't think so though, but that'd be weird. Okay, but so please take this tornado warning seriously. Oof. Yeah, that's all the hail probably. Yeah, because there's no coefficient drop where the rotation is. So, yeah. Okay. No. Yeah, and I talked about that severe thunderstorm warning already. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Okay, what just happened? Did they upgrade it? Okay, so yep, they have a new PDS tornado warning. This is not good. Okay. So they have a new PDS tornado warning. Or they upgraded the warning, not new, but they upgraded it. I'm trying to see. Of course it's not there. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so where is, okay, here we go. So it's an observed tornado in Salna, New Columbia. Minter and Kip, please take shelter immediately. There's a damaging tornado on the ground that storm spotters and first personnel have seen on the ground, so please take shelter immediately if you live in these areas. Don't walk, run to shelter. Okay. Ooh, there we go. There it is right there. Right over the heart of the area too. Good lord. Okay. That is bad. If they say there's a tornado on the ground, that's very bad. That's going right in smack dab in the middle of Sonia, Kansas. Wow.
Do this 7 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so they have a new, where am I at? Hold up. Okay, so they have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Columbus, or outside Columbus, Omaha, This severe thunderstorm warning is for Humphrey, Cornelia, Monroe, Nebraska, for, let's see, for 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So please get in a building to avoid the hail if possible and winds. Go back to that tornado with the damaging tornado, since this is the most important storm right now. So please, 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 please share this, because this is a very serious thing. Hopefully the tornado let up. I pray to Jesus it did, because this went right through the heart of Salnia. Probably mispronouncing it, but and even if you didn't get the tornado, you're getting pounded by large destructive hail either way. So if you don't get the tornado, you're getting the hail. So please, please, please get the shelter now. Don't walk, run. And it's going to cross Interstate 70 soon, and it just crossed Interstate 135. Wow, some very strong. The rotation's less impressive, which is good, but the winds is very, very strong on that side for the rotation. Very, 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 very strong. So please. Oh God. What just happened? Which? Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh, what in the world? Oh. Okay. The world. Okay, so here's a better look at the storm. Okay, so you can obviously the rotation just past Salnia. You can see it clearly right here where the tornado is possibly at. And there's a correlation coefficient drop. Okay, that's not good. Get that crap out of the way. Okay, so they just issued a new tornado warning for Abilene and Manchester, Kansas. They probably, yeah, damaging tornado and ping pong size hail. So please, please, please. Observed? Oh crap, what? West. So it did just go right through that area. You can clearly see it. Right here. Very strong. The rotation looks like it's weakening a bit, which is good. This is what we went. We went to weaken, but even if the rotation weakens a bit, please take it seriously still, because there's still technically still could be a damaging tornado on the ground. So please, please, this is in Kansas, Cambria, Abilene, Manchester. This is why I'm live for y'all, because of stuff like this. So please comment in the chat if y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns. Or even if you hear someone of a report or whatever, there may be, might as well type that in the chat too. But make sure it's from a reliable, credible source first, and not from just some random dude on the internet. And this is from Reed Timmer. Like I said, there was a debris ball in Salnia, Kansas. This was 8 minutes ago, or 7 minutes ago, right before it hit Salnia. So there was a tornado on the ground. So yes, I was right, like I said. So the rotation's coming back, actually. It's right here. You can clearly see it. Hold up, let me see. Clearly see it right here. Right there. It's less because it looked like tornado possibly lifted, but now the rotation is back. So that's not good. It might be recycling if it's that strong of a tornado. But gosh, it's such destructive hail crossing Interstate 70. Good lord. And the rotation is about to cross Interstate 70 as well. It's near New Camberna. Probably mispronouncing it wrong. So like I said, move this out the way a little bit, yeah. So observed tornado is still on the ground. It just passed Salnia, right? And it's heading toward Abilene. So please take shelter immediately, because if this tornado's on the ground, the storm's moving 44 miles per hour. That is pretty quick. So don't walk, run to shelter immediately, because there's even ping pong size hail. So if you're outside, you're going to get knocked out with hail. So please get in the house in a safe shelter now. This is like your life we're talking about, not whatever. Your life's important, so please take shelter now. If you live in these areas of Kansas. In Abilene. Oh Lord, the rotation. Oh God, the rotation's crossing the highway, the Interstate 70. Ooh. Oh my God. There it is right there, the debris ball. You can clearly see it right here. It goes up. So there is a tornado on the ground and it's crossing the highway. That is very bad. Something we do not want to see. Where's my phone? Okay. So please, please, please take this seriously. Trying to upload this so I get more reach. Okay, so that rotation is nasty, and it just crossed the highway too, the Interstate 70. Okay, it's messy, but there's still rotation. So please take it seriously. Okay. Trying to upload this as quick as I can. Still very, very strong rotation on this storm. Pretty decent rotation still. I could tell, now I'm not sure if that's hail or if that's something else in the world. Okay. Okay. And it's hard to do that when there's so much other stuff going on. But thankfully they're all severe warns, but still, it's still serious. Pretty much this whole line's severe warn. Besides this one part where it's... Hold up. Yep, right. It's in that hatched area, so... Like the National Weather Service said, anywhere in that hatched area could have some violent tornadoes, and that's up in that hatched area, so... Good for them. This is bad. They might have done a PDS. Let's see real quick. Radar indicated, what are they talking about? It's not no radar indicated. Alright, so there's a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Iowa now. This is for Dunlap, Logan, Portsmouth, Missouri Valley, Avoca, Iowa, for a severe thunderstorm warning for 70 miles per hour wind gusts and, what was it, quarter-size hail? Yeah, okay. So please get in the house, get in somewhere to avoid that hail and those winds, please, and thank you. Okay, where else? Okay, so this one actually to the north of the observed tornado warning. There could be potentially another one coming for Westmoreland. Yeah, because if this does a little something funky, we got a nasty tornado coming up. If that does something silly, because as you can see, it's trying to curl around. So please take this severe thunderstorm warning seriously. Ping pong size hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts, and possible tornado tag on that. So let's go back to that destructive PDS tornado warning. Dude, massive, oh my gosh. Really bad velocity rotation right there. That's a lot of debris if that's the debris ball. It's the classic curl. So please share the stream, like the stream, comment any questions or concerns you have, because there is a destructive tornado on the ground in Kansas, near Abilene, Kansas, that just crossed Interstate 70. And there's several severe storms around the vicinity as well. It's not just a little area. Okay. So please, if you are in these areas once again, okay. Please take shelter immediately. If you're in Abilene, Manchester, Kansas, Niles, Kansas, please get shelter immediately. I can't express it or say it enough. There is a damaging tornado on the ground. And you could see violent rotation on radar, violent. So please, if you know anyone who lives in these areas or even around the areas, please let them know. Because this is very, very dangerous. And make sure to like and share and comment any questions or concerns you'll have as well. And also subscribe so you don't miss out on any more live streams or weather shorts or whatever. Very strong rotation. And if you're new to the stream, I'm doing live severe weather coverage, and there's an ongoing violent tornado on the ground near Abilene, Kansas, and some other smaller towns. Oh my lord. With some very strong rotation. Excuse me. See if there's anything. Okay, so we got some good news. So the tornado threat for the storm might be dying out soon because of undercut of cold outflow. Which has a lot more dry air. So, and tornadoes need moisture to keep on going, and it cannot do that when there's dry air. And they also just issued a flood advisory as well for this continuous heavy rain slamming these areas. So the good thing about this tornado, which like it's weakening a bit, it's hard to tell, which is a good thing because of cold outflow. Will be undercut by the cold outflow. because of the dry air, and it needs moist air to keep on going. And if it's going to get cut off by dry air, then it will eventually get choked off. Etc., etc. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Oh well, look at that. Even Reed said the same thing I just said. Let me pull it up real quick. Reed even said the exact same thing I just said. Okay, let me find it for y'all. Okay. Even Dr. Reed Timmer says, tornado warning supercell north of Solomon, Kansas, the one I was just showing y'all with that destructive tornado, will be undercut by cold outflow. So that's the tornado threat from the start should be diminishing soon, which is a good thing. So that's from the best of the best right there. So he knows better than I do. So but either way, please take the tornado warning seriously. Even if the tornado threat's diminishing or not, it's still a strong storm, so please take it seriously. Let's go to a couple of severe storms. So this says ping pong size hail and 60 miles per hour wind gust for northern Potawatomi County, I guess that's pronounced it. So Westmoreland, Havensville, Aga. I can't pronounce some of these. So please get in a safe spot if you can, because this is getting serious for y'all. Not as bad as a tornado, but still some gusty winds and some hail. And then if y'all areas thought you were done, there's still heavy rain and potentially more winds and hail maybe for the same areas, which isn't a good thing. And that tornado warning expires in 7 minutes. Here's actually a sounding outside Norman, Oklahoma. This is a sounding outside Norman, Oklahoma. And as you can see, so a very supportive photograph for violent tornadoes. But as you can see right here, this little knot right there where it goes up, and then this, that shows that there's a cap in place which will cause some storms not, or cause the storms not to form pretty much. So that's a good thing. That's why those storms died out eventually. And still shows that there's still a cap in place for the majority of Oklahoma. Because if there wasn't, this would be a very bad situation if there was not that cap. So thank someone, God or whoever you believe in, or whatever, that it didn't. So that's good. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me give you an update on that storm. So it looks like they... Hold up. Okay, so they extended that tornado warning. It's probably... Yeah, radar indicated rotation. So the tornado has... looking like it died out, which is good. But still in that tornado warning, so please take it seriously because this has history of producing a damaging tornado over quite a little bit of distance, so please take this seriously. So even if you're in Wakefield, please take shelter because they might have a tornado warning for y'all soon. So Buckeye, Manchester, Kansas, Industry, Kansas, please take shelter immediately. You're under a tornado warning. And the storm had history of a destructive of a damaging tornado, at least not destructive, but at least a damaging. So please take it seriously. But it looks like it's hopefully the tornado threat for that storm will be dying out soon, so that's good. Yeah. What just happened? Feel free to type in the chat if y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns. And make sure to hit the subscribe button, notification bell if you're new and would like more of these live weather forecasts or live weather coverage, severe weather coverage, or any weather coverage if it's bad. Let me show y'all real quick why we're so concerned about the severe weather and the storms starting tomorrow with that PDS flood watch and a tornado outbreak, severe weather outbreak in these areas. So this is why. So this is tomorrow evening. As you can see, several supercells and multi-cluster cells, multi-supercellular clusters, excuse me, are in a very large area. And this is why this is why it's on a flood. Look, it's just a continuous thing of heavy storms. And look at this, holy crap. These are a lot of supercells, or just cellular thunderstorms. That is very serious. Like, holy crap. Even like just this is tomorrow evening. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Several tens of tens of, I can't even think of the word for it, but several storms. So this environment tomorrow for the flooding and the tornado risk, or severe weather risk in general, and the flooding is very, very concerning. So please, please, please take it seriously. Go back to radar to that one storm. Not that one. Okay, here we go. Okay. Still radar indicated tornado warning, but with ping pong size hail. So please get the shelter for the tornado warning and for the hail. Because if you're in a car, your windshield's going to get busted up pretty bad, if not blown out, etc. Or even the heavy rain, that'd be dangerous to travel in. And even the winds. So please take this tornado warning seriously. If you're in Buckeye, Wakefield, Manchester, Industry, Kansas. Here's Kansas right here. Here's the line of storms. And just this little area right here is that tornado warned storm. And then the rest of it's severe warned for large hail and damaging winds as well. Okay. So April Fool's Day is over with. Now it is April 2nd. Okay. Okay, so let's go to some severe storms. So this is in Logan, Missouri Valley, Woodburn, Earling, Dunlap, Iowa, far western part of the state. For just some, let's see, it's probably some 60 miles. Yeah, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail for these areas. So please get in the house or somewhere to avoid the wind and hail for your safety. And let's go down to this other severe thunderstorm that has made its way into Missouri. The only severe storm in Missouri, near Appleton City. Excuse me, good lord. Pleasant Gap, Spruce, Butler, Montrose, Deepwater. Places to get in a house or somewhere. Looks like Emerging Mammoth reported something. So please take the severe thunderstorm seriously if you're living in these areas of Missouri. Here's Missouri, and here's where that storm is. Let's see. And then for that line, there's more of those severe thunderstorm warnings. These are probably for more winds, ping pong size hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. So some of these have some large hail in them still. So please, please take it seriously. This far northern one near Havensville and just past Westmoreland. It's under severe thunderstorm warning as well. And then the other half of it in Corning and Grandpa. What? Guff, Wetmore, Burn. What are these towns' names? These are weird town names. What the world in Kansas? Sometimes I wonder who named these areas and why they named it that. Because it's like weird names for like no reason. Okay, so they did put out a new mesoscale discussion. Just a minute ago, they just issued it. Okay. So here it is right here. So this is from the National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center. So this is their graphic. So the primary contour for severe weather or severe storms the next few hours will be in this general area of Kansas and Missouri for the tornado threat and then for the hail threat. I just find it interesting they don't have a wind threat on there, but I think their main primary concern for that is probably the hail. In my opinion, probably the hail. Still, tornadoes are still possible, but I think the main story for these areas would probably be the hail, the large hail, than anything else. I think. Still, tornadoes could still happen, but mainly the hail. Move places real quick. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Okay. Streaming for almost 2 hours this will go around. The other one was like 30 minutes. I could go all night long if I wanted to, but I shouldn't, because I gotta mentally prepare myself and get enough sleep for tomorrow, because tomorrow's gonna be even worse, unfortunately, which is bad, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna end the stream here tonight, guys. just because so I have enough sleep tonight to stream a lot more tomorrow. Since the tornado threat is weakening a bit, that was my main reason of going live earlier, 3 hours ago. So make sure tonight, if you live in these areas, to have ways to get tornado warnings if needed, severe thunderstorm warnings if needed, in case something does happen, and make sure to have a plan in place if possible, just in case, because you never know. And stay safe and stay weather aware. You'll more likely be alright if you live in these areas, in my opinion. If you're in a house, you'll be alright, that is, since it's nighttime. But this especially, just make sure, just in case you get that tornado warning, to have move to your interior area of your house, if possible, or home, or wherever you live. So yeah. Alright, I'll see y'all tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon.